My weekend in Taichung, so let's go. All right, so we're off to the wet market. Why do they call it a wet market?
I don't know. I think because the ingredients are wet as opposed to dried ingredients.
You were saying at your house you're a little bit nervous because we don't know how the food's going to turn out.
Yep.
But you are a cook. That's the only thing I want to remind you of. You're a cook. You know how to cook. And yes, I know you're going to say, but I haven't cooked Asian food. But food is food. At the end of the day, you have the understanding of how to cook something.
Well, yeah, but there's lots of different kinds of food, and I don't have a particularly good understanding of how these ingredients play together, you know?
Okay. But wouldn't it be crazy if you make this dish, it turns out beautifully, and that becomes like a new passion, cooking Asian food?
It could be. I mean, I like cooking anything. But, sorry, I'm just doing some...
He's always sorry. So Canadian. Why are we always sorry for everything? Like we were literally born being programmed to be sorry about every freaking thing. It's polite. You know? And this family, they've been here for 30 years, which is pretty cool. I was just chatting with him. 30年你在这里30年很好 you know? 30 years of cutting meat, and his meat looks really delicious. I love coming to the markets because the food is delicious here. I'm getting very hungry and I'm excited to get going with this cooking right now. We're getting hungry. I think we're probably gonna try some of this Sichuan spiciness. So this looks pretty unusual.
This is like Sichuan food. I've got these glass noodles.
I love the Sichuan flavor.
It's great, right?
Like I'm addicted
sour.
to it. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I think we just found a hidden gem here. Look at that.
This is extremely good. This is very, very good. Close to authentic Sichuan food as I've had in Taiwan. You know, I lived in China for 4 years, and Sichuan food in China is amazing. I loved it.
So how does this compare?
And you can get Sichuan hot pot in Taiwan, but you can't quite get... It's more difficult to find, like, regular cuisines, like something like this. And this is almost exactly what it would have tasted like back in the mainland. This is very good. If you're in this area and you, like spicy food, Sakura Sunset Market, this guy knows what he's doing.
The spice, it numbs your tongue.
It's a Sichuan numbing spice. Yeah, they use it a lot. I didn't like it when I first had it. But
It's
once
weird.
you get used to it, it's actually really, really good.
It's a weird experience, but yeah, there's something about that numbing that's kind of...
It's like, oh my god, did I just drink bleach?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Totally. Do you remember the first time you tried Sichuan food?
I think the first thing I had was malata. I remember it was really odd. I mean, the Sichuan numbing spice really put me off. The more I had it, the more I got used to it, the more I fell in love with it, the more I started realizing Sichuan food is excellent.
You didn't realize this was here, right?
No idea.
So does it change depending on what area in China you're like what part of Sichuan?
Chinese cuisine is crazy. Like Guangdong food, there's Dongbei food, there's Xinjiang food, there's Henan food, there's Shandong food. I mean, every province has its own special way of cooking, its own ingredients. And that's what made China so cool for me.
Xiao Rou. And it's got kind of a smoky flavor to it. Prozzie is just trying to figure out how to cook this properly. Things aren't going exactly how he had planned it, but cooking Taiwanese food is definitely a challenge, and I think he's doing the best he can. And I think the important thing is to learn from your mistakes. Go over to his channel, check out his video. And the garbage is coming.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get more cultural than a singing garbage machine. Am I right?
It's weird.
Do you remember when that first happened? Like when you first heard it when you arrived?
It's just so different from the rest of the world where you go to a set location, drop your trash off, and you leave. Here, it's more communal. Everybody, if you can look, all my neighbors are here talking.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of
waiting for the trash man to come, and then they throw it in, and they all walk home together.
It's interesting. Nice. Yeah, I mean, in Canada, we just put it in the front of our house, and the garbage man comes and picks it up.
Yeah.
You leave it there for them.
Yeah, it's different here in Taiwan because, of course, people don't have front lawns, and those streets are quite small. But I think it's nice. Like, it's a good chance, at least for me anyways, to get to know my neighbors.
For those of you watching that aren't from Taiwan, this is classic Taiwan right now. People waiting for the garbage. And it's a time to chat and I guess also to gossip. And actually what's really cool, they have these like different bins that you can put like different kinds of food and liquid food and solid food, and then the garbage goes in there. So it's a really nice system. I think Taiwan seems to be getting it right with the whole garbage system. Now we just need to learn how to eliminate the garbage so that there is less garbage. Taiwanese people, a lot of them really do enjoy cooking.
Yeah, they're very passionate about their food, and they, you know, everyone's got their own recipe. Nobody seems to cook one thing the same way, and I find that interesting. And so I'm eager to learn from them, you know, because I watched a handful of YouTube videos and things like that to try to learn how Taiwanese people cook their food. But a lot of the videos I watched are Taiwanese people living in America, so I think some of the ways they cook is a little bit different. The ingredients we're using is different. So I'd be interested to learn firsthand from my neighbors how to cook this stuff. You know, I think a lot of these people have recipes that have been handed down from, you know, a couple of generations, so it must be good.
And we live here. We might as well learn something from the people around us.
Yeah, that's what I find so exciting about this.
I'm done shooting with Prozzie and I'm meeting up with my friends. It was a really fun day shooting with Prozzie. Finding the neighbors was the best part, like going and seeing if we could find a few people to try the food. I tried it and it tasted pretty good. I think Prozzie did a really nice job, so please make sure to go over to his channel and check out that video because it was a really fun day shooting with him.